Meteor Client has been updated to the latest version of Minecraft Java Edition. This is 26.1.2. Right over here, I'm on their website, which I will link right down in the description below. It's meteorclient.com. Make sure you get it from the official place. It is obviously free. We can click on this purple download button right over here, and you are going to be shown an ad. You'll need to wait for 10 seconds, even though the countdown says 5. Don't click on anything here, then click on skip and your download will start. Also worth noting is that the baritone mod has also updated to the new version of Minecraft Java Edition. I'm not going to be covering it in this video, but if you're interested in that, definitely go ahead and download this as well. It's fantastic. So to be able to use this, you do need to have the fabric loader installed for Minecraft 26.1.2. If you don't have this yet, or you're not sure where to get it, then I will link it right down in the description below. Anyways, for right now though, as you can see, I have the Meteor Client for 26.1.2 in my downloads over here, and we simply need to put this into our mods folder. So to get there, you can press on Windows and R at the same time, and then type in app data. Now that you're here, you want to go into the folder called roaming.minecraft, and then finally the mods folder right over here. Simply drag in the Meteor Client mod and we're good to go. We can close up both of these folders, open up the Minecraft launcher, and then launch Fabric for 26.1.2 after, of course, understanding the risks of playing modded Minecraft. You'll know this worked if you see this Meteor Client tag over here in the top right hand side. Anyways, now I'll just head into a random single player world and show you guys a little bit about using this. So now here I am inside of Minecraft Java Edition, and I'll show you a little bit about using Meteor Client, but I have actually already made a full in-depth tutorial before on my channel, so I'll link that down in the description below if you want to check it out. Right now, I'll just be showing you a little bit about how to get started, but yeah, basically it is that easy to get Meteor Client into Minecraft. Then really all you need to know is the fact that you need to press on the right-hand shift button to open up the Click GUI area. As you can see, I've got it on my screen right over here, and well, there we are. This contains all of the utilities that Meteor Client has to offer. We can click on these to turn them on and click on them once again to turn them off, and then you can actually right click on these to access their customization menus. These are pretty cool. They contain a bunch of useful options, including the option to set a keybind for almost all of these utilities. So for the rest, we can also hover above these and we'll get a description telling us a little bit about what this utility is going to do for us. And well, that's basically like 80% of the client. There's a few more things like being able to search for stuff in the search bar over there. Do keep in mind the client does also have a Discord rich presence. So if you don't want other people to know you're using this, don't run Discord in the background, or just simply turn off the Discord presence. Anyways, for the rest, you'll notice that there is a bunch of other tabs up here as well, and I'll quickly go through those. So there is a config area. This allows you to manage the configuration of Meteor, just the general Meteor configuration. Then there's this GUI tab, which allows you to customize the entire way that the user interface looks. I'm pretty sure you can also download themes from the internet, and then oh, there's actually themes here. I'm pretty sure you can add custom ones by putting it into your Meteor Client folder. And then there's the HUD area right over here, because Meteor Client does support a custom heads-up display. To use that, we can click on Active right over here, and then you'll see that some things are going to pop up on our screen. These are basically going to tell us about what's going on inside of Minecraft right now. There's just a few things there by default. But going back into the HUD and then clicking on Edit and right-clicking on our screen, you can find a bunch of more modules that you can actually add to your screen. For example, let's add a compass. Now the compass is right over here. I can move this to wherever I want. I might put it down in the bottom left corner. It seems there isn't anything there yet. Then I can press Escape twice to close out of there. And now I've got a little compass telling me where I'm looking and where I'm going. Pretty nice. So let's continue back to the rest of the tabs. There is also a friend tab where you can add Meteor Client specific friends. There's a macros tab where you can make macros. Just go through this if you want to do that. I'm not going to go too in depth into that for right now. And you can also make profiles. These are basically things that allow you to save the current setup of your client, like all of your utilities customizations. And then you can enable them for different scenarios. You can import other people's configurations, or you can share your configurations with friends. So that's pretty neat. For the rest, I guess one final thing is that Meteor Client does also support commands in the chat. To use those, instead of using the default slash, you want to use a dot, and then, well, type in any command. I'll just type in .help, and if you just type in a command without any syntax, it's going to tell you exactly what this command is going to do, as well as the usage for that command. So say maybe another command .commands right over here. This is going to actually list out all of the commands that Meteor Client has, and you can even hover over those like that, see exactly what those commands do. So yeah, I really do suppose it is that simple. Now with Meteor Client, there is also another really overpowered thing you can do, and that is actually add add-ons. These add-ons are going to expand the amount of utilities that Meteor Client offers by default. And I'll link a few cool ones down in the description below. There's a lot out there for different versions as well. So once you've got enough of this Meteor Client right over here, you can just download a few add-ons, put them in your mods folder, and get a bunch more utilities in this empty space and beyond, of course. Talking about that, actually, do keep in mind that you can scroll in some of these tabs. Sometimes people miss things because they're not scrolling, but you can scroll. Both the X-ray and zoom utilities are at the very bottom of the render tab. These are two of the most commonly used utilities, but sometimes people miss them because you need to scroll to get them. Anyways, for the rest though, I guess that was basically that. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I do of course hope to see you all again in the next one. Bye.